It's definitely one of the most fun things I've experienced throughout my high school career.
It gets you more involved with the school, leads to new friendships.
The atmosphere is amazing.
I was never going to be able to afford college on its own, and esports for me was the way I actually got to go and get higher education.
This is something that I can really excel in. I'm kind of suited for it. It's felt good, and it's made me way more confident in my own abilities.
I would consider this my friend group now. That's how close we've become all throughout VESL.
One of them actually got recruited. They're going to be playing together in college next year. That's awesome to see those connections. Because VESL covers so much of the cost of all these things, it's accessible to all of them.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Thursday Night Lights, week number 4. I'm still Septilance, joined by Hail Monkey Man, and we're going to be jumping into the games that you know and love here tonight. In which order? Well, hey, I'll let you know right now. We've got Valorant coming at you hot early on. We've got Drone Rivalries coming at you second, and then I believe it is Brawlhalla in the middle with Marvel Rivals as our final game for the night. But before we get into that, before we spend the rest of our evening discussing these incredibly talented high school players, let's spend a little bit of time getting to hear from my very talented, very handsome co-caster, Hail Monkey Man. How you doing? How's your day been today?
You know, it's not been bad at all. We're in the 4th day of the work week. We have a quartet of quirky contests that we get to see today, and that's just a day before the ultimate Friday, which leads into the weekend. So I'm feeling fantastic. Looking forward to this 4th week of total competition to, of course, alongside yourself, the indomitable, the ultra Septilance as you are. But as we go into this, we're definitely over the hump. We're filling out that midway mark, and a lot of these teams are in fighting form, and so are they from the side of STEM.
Absolutely. A beautiful performance coming in from these students in both the academic STEM side and the scholastic esports side. Everybody going to be bringing their absolute A game to the board here. And speaking of, who's going to be bringing their A game, well, let's talk about the teams we're going to be seeing today. To kick things off early here in Valorant, we've got Providence High School Gold, currently sitting at 3-0, so undefeated up to this point. And then we've got Ardrey Kell coming in at also 3-0. So one of these teams going to be experiencing their first loss in this Valorant best of 1 today.
That one's going to feel tough, but it's also a fantastic position to find advantage. Even if you take this loss, I like what I call a dirty record. Undefeated records are for glory, they're for hype, they're for heroes, but you also got to save that for states, for big moments. So maybe getting a reminder of how you got to be able to lift and shift and fix things along the way will allow both these teams to prepare themselves for what is ultimately still a long road ahead. But beyond these two teams, we also have some Brawlhalla, and we've also got some Marvel Rivals, and that three-headed Hydra Brawlhalla has really been delivering each and every single week.
Yeah, Brawlhalla's super fascinating. 3 players coming in. We've got Palisades Purple, Olympic High School Red, and Jack Britt High School Purple, who's the only undefeated player, but with a slightly separate record. So Jack Britt at 4-0, the other 2 teams tonight at 4-2. So a little bit less playtime under the belt, I believe. We'll have to see how that impacts them going into this, and if that lossless record can stay that way.
Yeah, that's going to be, again, tough. Sometimes we've seen that. We actually got 2 weeks ago when I was hanging out with you, we saw someone defending their current undefeated streak, see if any of that continues to go down the line. But at the end of the line, after we get through some STEM as well, we've got some Marvel Rivals. This one will be with the Cardinals out of Philip O'Barry Red. They'll be going against the Engineers out of Seek Green. So that one's going to be a tough contest. Every single week so far, we have seen improvements. Feels like everyone's been really finding their comfort zone in the game. And Septilance feels like we're also going to have a great work with the crowd, because these guys also have some giveaways that they're going to be looking forward to today.
Absolutely. I believe we have a total of 7 giveaways today. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, 7 cards on the board. We're super excited. We're going to be talking about those in intermittent periods between the games, during the breaks. So keep an eye on the stream. We've got a couple of winners locked and loaded, but we've got plenty of winners that are going to be winning live in the moment here tonight as well. So stick around if you want to be considered for this. Every single winner is going to be announced on stream by myself or Hail Monkey Man.
Yeah, we're going to have so much that you're going to be able to get involved. And in case you have not, in fact, been there yourself and you want to know how you can get involved in those in the first place, you can either complete a pathway challenge on the Not Work, or you can complete all the mini challenges in the VGC. So make sure you keep watching, you keep your eyes peeled, because we got a lot of that going on here in very soon. But with all the giveaways and all that, we also have some STEM that really has to be taught to. So let's jump into some drone rivalries. I really want to be able to showcase that bracket and see who is left. You saw what it's been. Now we've got our top 4. This is going to be a heck of a fight.
Yeah, last week was a tough one. Our team's essentially cut in half here. We've got 4 victors on the other side of this marble game. Olympic High School, Cedar Ridge High, Esports Legends, and Philip O'Barry going to be going head-to-head tonight against one another. I'm super excited to see what they're going to be able to do with our third and newest challenge in that drone rivalries matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be a top 4. All these 4 teams have qualified for states, but these are seeding matches, which are very much necessary. And in fact, on that note, in case you guys are interested in what states is going to be looking like, make sure to stick around because we have a special announcement with all that said and done. But this week's game is Drone Strike. The entire goal. I hope some of you have played the game and not just seen the terrible movie that was made about it. If you've ever seen if you've ever seen Battleship, well, that's about where we're going into this. Students were able to select 5 defense spots on a grid and 5 attack spots on the same grid. Each team programmed their drone to land on a pre-selected attacking spot, and those teams will be able to get onto the pad, aim for that attack, and if they land on it and it happens to be their opponent, they'll be able to get a point, and the team with the most points will ultimately win that battle. It's just kind of pick blind, but I mean, that's Battleship all the way through, so you have to be able to make this one work, and we're going to be seeing those after we get into some Valorant.
Yes, of course, Valorant. I believe we're playing on Sunset today, a map that I actually have not had the opportunity to see in quite a while, so I hope that's true. Perhaps we get the opportunity to find out what map it's going to be in just a bit, but with both these teams being 3-0 going into this, I think there's a little bit of pressure, but in the same air, there's almost not as much, because you've already got 3 wins on the board, which is a pretty decent amount for the length of our season.
Yeah, that's very true. You have so much that you have to work with, and there's already been the shift of the overall paradigm when it comes to Valorant from on the whole of the most recent meta. You get some weaker agents, some that were able to be given less attention, or more attention rather, and then you've also had now the entire kind of map pool be just flipped on its head. Ascent came back, the walls are stronger, crazy stuff to be able to drag things into. There's all of one place that you can wall bang, and that's it's a tough spot to be able to go in. So but on the same regard, and so for, going into this matchup, I feel like we're gonna be actually seeing our first giveaway before we get into Valorant. Is that true?
Oh, is that so? I believe
so.
it may be the case. So perhaps we get to find out who our first winner is before we even jump into our very first game. Now that's exciting.
Yeah. All right. So, in case you guys were wondering, we're going straight over to it. We're going to be grabbing our winner, and I don't know if they had any kind of sound for you guys, so I did it for you. Physics 3,
I hope they had
4, 9, 0. Congratulations over to Physics, and I really do hope they just use my sound cue from now on for the winner. Like,
I liked it.
Yeah.
I would. If it was up to me, I would have that on my soundboard that I don't actually use because it broke a long time ago. But I digress. Anyway, jumping into Valorant in just a couple of minutes here. We've got our first winner out of the way. I believe the players are in the lobby, and they're going to be ready in just a minute or two here. So we're excited to see who's going to be able to win this very first matchup of the day. Only a Valorant best of 1, by the way. So first team to get to 13 points on the board. Going to be able to find that victory. Of course, if we go into overtime, we'll get more specific on those details. But no point in boring you with them if it's not really a possibility quite yet.
Yeah, no, not at all. So we're going to be going onto the map in here in just a moment. So thank you guys so much for being with us this week. Obviously, we have this Valorant matchup that will be forthcoming, and then we're going to be going right after that into breaks and then drones and then more. If you just want to be able to see this and more, continue to subscribe over to VESL GG. You can be able to check us out here. You can see it on all the socials, and we appreciate all your lovely faces coming in week after week. So as we go into this overall, what do we got coming up next? I think that we had that first the first giveaway, and with Valorant on its way. I mean, they're looking forward to kind of that big prize, basically that big moment at the end of the road. So if they can be able to get there, I feel like they also want to know where they're going, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been talking a little bit around it, perhaps beating around the bush, as some might say, but the location, I believe we're going to have the opportunity to share with you all of where VESL States is going to be this year. It is going to be back in Charlotte, North Carolina on May 17th and 18th. I feel like you guys might have known the dates already, but it's the location we care about right now. We're going to be back in Charlotte. Super excited to see all of you. We're going to have drones, robotic car races, cybersecurity, content creation, and data analytics on the VESL side of things, the STEM side, excuse me. Alongside that, though, Mario Kart, 2K25, Brawlhalla, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, and Valorant. So it is going to be a packed house with a lot of games, a lot of STEM to dive into, and we are stoked to be able to share this information with you all. We're excited to see the teams that are going to be able to make it there.
Bro, I still remember the last time that we just got to even see like Smash, and people were they were throwing hands. We got to see Madden as well. We've shifted some of those fighter titles as well as game titles. So going away from the football to the b-ball and hitting the court and hitting the sticks. Brawlhalla's going to be hype. I can't wait to be able to see all of you guys out there racing with some Mario Kart. So big 5v5s as well. Look, kart is where I really get taught that I don't know how to actually drive, because some people hit the shortcuts that I didn't even know were there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be fascinating to see what these players can bring to the table, because there are some wild, especially in Mario Kart 8, there are some wild shortcuts. So I hope that we're going to be able to see the players really bring it out. And I believe last year Fortnite as well was duos. I believe this year it's going to be squads. So that's another exciting change, because squads Fortnite is a way different than playing singles or playing duos or whatever it may be at a time like that. Marvel Rivals, of course, will always be the 6v6 shooter, Valorant 5v5. But before we get into Valorant, I think there might be one more thing we want to share with you guys.
Yeah, we're going to give you some good love as we got some VYC. We're going to show you a quick ad, so let's throw it that way.
Here's an update on the VESL Yearly Cup, as well as a prize reveal for the weekly circuit. Rocket League winners will be getting tickets to the Rocket League Championship in Raleigh this year. Maybe to be you up there someday. In Super Smash Bros, the top 3 teams will be earning gold coins, which they can claim cool prizes in our coin shop. We also have 2 more games for our Yearly Cup, which are Rainbow Six Siege and Auto Chess. So if you're interested, make sure you're signed up to play. Now, back to the stream.
Absolutely super exciting. The VESL Yearly Cup has some prizes and rewards that tie directly into what we're doing here at VESL, which is super exciting. And for those that don't know, the auto chess, pretty fun. Grandmaster chess player myself, so I'd be super excited to see some high school players come through and bring that talent to the table. Hopefully it's going to be exciting, but let's see people that are a lot better at something than I am. Let's see how these Valorant players are going to be doing as we jump into this Valorant Best of 1 here. And it's going to be Haven, excuse me. So it was not Sunset. My apologies. It is going to be Haven jumping in, though, to a 3-site map. Changes the game quite a bit.
Yeah, you surprised the heck out of me. I thought we were going to Sunset, and I was so excited.
I really thought it was. That's my fault. That's my fault.
I was like, let's get out of here. Let me see some of these 3 sites, or get out of that. I want to go back to LA, but no, West Coast is the best coast, and it will stay across the pond. On the attacking half this time around, it's going to be the Ardrey Kell Knights. Their purple squad. That's Varkon with that Jets, and they're going to be with Boost, who I've been told, Boost being the old Japanese characters at the bottom right there. That is, they're on the Neon. That is apparently a sub into this squad. So
yes.
Considering they're a sub and considering this team is 3-0, how it feels like they just let them kind of go to a comfort pick. Do you cover down, cover up? Do you just let them go out and play and see what happens?
I mean, it's a fascinating situation, because you've got a sub on the team. You've got to assume they've played with the team before, right? In some capacity or another. So it's going to be bringing somebody into the forefront, into the fray. It's less about how they're going to do as an individual and how they're going to fill into the team, more so the role of the player that's gone missing. So putting them in a duelist situation is actually really fascinating to me, because you've got to be a front runner, quite literally, when you're on Neon of all agents. You have to be that front runner. You have to be finding that first blood consistently. And with a 1 duelist advantage on the attacking side,
do you think that that Killjoy makes Neon special shoes, or does she have to buy them like all the time, just like way too
I think
many?
she buys them in bulk. I think it's like a bulk situation. And she's got a bunch at home, so when she tears through them, she's like, it's fine, I've got more.
It's the Costco sneaker bucket.
Yup, exactly. You get me.
They're actually recycled tires, because she goes so fast. That's just all the time. All right, so Ardrey Kell, they will be starting on this attacking half. They have definitely got the feet to run with defensively, though. There will be a Cypher on either side, and it will be met with a couple of initiators. You do have the full-on bowling ball that is this Swedish bean of reach. Want to see if they can be able to use that for pure counterattack as we go into our first round.
Jumping into the first round here. Okay, it's going to be an aggressive push up into the C-set. They've got the trip player behind them, so I don't think anybody's going to be running back quite yet. Powerhouse comes through early. We hear that dash from A-Rub. Not able to find any blood yet. All 10 players still up and standing, but my apologies. Varkon able to find a double kill before Sirius dismisses them from the Mortal Coil. 4 on the side of Ardrey Kell. Spike plant down, 400 credits in the pocket, and the defuse timer has begun.
Gonna go out to B long, and they're just gonna set that tripwire, see if anyone will be chilling and coming through B, but it's all of a full 3-man sweep from this back position. You actually have them standing right in the middle of that dark cover. They're gonna go for first contact. H-Dog will get its Ira, and then Sirius will clear Nye. It becomes a 1v3 from distance. They're trying to be able to use those shock darts to try and get him, but Sillier Osaka, they get echoed, and it was just just no fear by the side of Providence Panthers to be able to get this retake.
The Panthers able to come through with the retake. And honestly, it's fascinating you kind of identify how there really wasn't a lot of fear with that. It was very calculated, very negotiated, if you will, from the side of Providence. They went in, flawless execution, and they're able to win a round that a lot of teams aren't able to. It's usually the attacking side. Once that plant has found success, they are typically able to win that pistol round. But Providence Gold, 3-0 for a reason, right? You don't do that on accident. So this team trying to come out early and show us they're serious about this game.
And H-Dog actually has a great idea because they're going to be going into basically this slay mentality. It is the eco slayer. You did lose your first pistol. H-Dog has that outlaw. They're looking for first gun, see if they're going to be able to use that second shot. Neither one will land. That is unfortunate because they're going to be displaced, pushed off target, off corner, where they could have otherwise found a great opening kill.
Oh, H-Dog still going to be able to find it, though. There's no sheriff in town, but we've got an outlaw on the loose. The Cypher has fallen early, 5-4. Providence not only having the weapon advantage, but the numbers advantage on their side. That's going to force a rotation off the A side. But in Ardrey, Kell, you know, a little bit of the timer down, but you've got over 2/3 of it still remaining. Let's see if they rotate back into the C side, because they got the plant down, or if they try to rotate into B instead. Nope, it's the long haul to the C, wide open.
Yeah, but they also they got 2 tripwires. So even as wide open as it is, there is still a lot of information coming through. The aftershock to keep Nye from getting an early plant. They go to the outside, and they're just consistently trying to drop in and out, playing some squats to be able to get this bomb put down, and it hasn't. We're about 45 seconds until this really does. Pandas is given a chance. They're met in the dark cover. Varcon, wow, a shock dart comes through and clears Nye.
Varcon's got a rifle in hand now, too, which I was going to say could be cool, but unfortunately just does not matter. Boost able to find an elimination on their way out the door, but still 3 players standing for Providence Gold as they win, which they're statistically expected to, their second round.
All right, so it wasn't the expectation. I think they only dropped, what, 1, 2 at most?
2.
Yeah, 2. So really this is going to be a pretty healthy bonus. Nothing too much to scream about or cry about, and hopefully that's all just kind of good vibes and good neighbors. So going in again, they're going to keep that outlaw with H-Dog onto that A position, and I do like the consistency we're getting out of the team as a whole. They make for a great C-site plant, keep everything, and I mean that from the defensive side. Keep the tripwires there and just go for first contact, then they flex away.
I gotta say, this might be one of the hardest maps to play against a good sniper, because every single site has a long, it has some kind of extended corridor where you're running straight down into the open, trying desperately to not get eliminated. But H-Dog makes me look a fool as they miss a critical shot, not able to find that value early, gives themselves away on the A site, so they push into B. Could be able to find some more value here if they choose to do it quickly, but instead, low and slow, they want to use every cooldown they can before engaging.
Another aftershock is going to get postured to see if they can just keep them away from this corner. If they get a chance, they're going to be able to go into the front side. Sillier Osaka, they find 2. H-Dog and Outcast will join them, and that's going to be a paranoia that just completely blind out there. Nye is alone, and that is so many weapons that were just bought up into this round, Septilence, that are just traded over to this defense.
Traded over immediately. Now, what I want to see Nye do is I want to see a save on this rifle. It's not something we see common, especially at the Scholastic level, but you do not have the economy to buy another weapon. You know you're walking into 4 players. You cannot get the hero play you want. Saving the rifle could have gone a long way for the team, but unfortunately, hindsight is 20/20 after all. 3rd round in favor of Providence Gold.
That's unfortunate for him. You know that there's a different idea, a different way. They just kind of raw peek directly into sight, and that's just, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to get taken down. Someone is checking those corners. They're banking on the discipline just not being there, and so far, so good right now here for Providence. So, Ardrey Kell, kind of seeing that it's not even the sub that's really been kind of on the other end of success. Right now, they just haven't made the better decisions, and they've been just going kind of all into direct sight before they flex away, and it's being so well read by the Panthers.
Could be a little bit of nerves, you know, could be a little bit of uncertainty going in. You're 3-0, you know, the peak of the season is rapidly approaching, and maybe Haven's just not a map you wanted to play on, right? There's always that possibility at hand, but slow and steady in an attempt to win the race here. It has not done Ardrey Kell well. I want to see a flip out of the head. I talked about the double duelist. I talked about the aggression you need to bring to the table, but this slow walk in a straight line over and over is just not going to benefit them well at a time like this. I think we need to see Providence Gold just playing a little bit steadier, and we need to see Ardrey Kell barreling through them to do that. Walking 3 people in a straight line through garage door, that's not going to get you around winning any game.
No, you want to see, if you can, to be able to get boost, pushing that neon on as fast as they can to really get that kind of open pressure. Sirius comes away with a 4K. Boost ends up getting just meleeed and waylaid as they came through. I can't use that term anymore once waylay comes active. But they went through.
Isn't that confusing?
Yeah,
I had that same problem.
I'm gonna have to just completely just shut down my entire vocabulary. This is gonna be a new book to read. But either way, 4, and it was an eco, it was a half buy. It wasn't a great one for the side of Ardrey Kell. And the Knights, they gotta make this next rifle round really pay off.
Looking to make this rifle round pay off is going to be pivotal at a time like this. It's going to be 4-0 on the board. You've got the rifles, and if you don't actually keep them in this scenario, I mean, I don't know. The economy's in shambles right now. It's going to be a really tough scenario. If you lose your rifles, if you lose this round, that could be GG's early on in the first half.
Housing economy looking real sus, but also look at what they just didn't really see. They're trying for 2 separate angles. Boost is able to turn around. Sirius goes from getting a 4K to getting a no way as they just get shut away. Panda's dabby. They get one as that elongated trade ends up happening, but look where their spike is traveling. They have all that contact on C, but they stayed for A.
Ooh, the plant finally going down. This could be a really big opportunity. You've tied up the game. You've taken an ultimate off the board. The cage misses its shot, but that's A-okay. Farcon just waiting. Patience is key. Not able to find it, though. H-Dog has fallen. Numbers advantage for the first time in favor of Ardrey Kell. Are they going to be able to win this round off the back of it? There's a bullet to the brain for Nye. Somehow still standing. A lot of bullets to the body. Farcon finds another. It's going to be up to 2 players left. Osaka and the Sova try and save the day, but they're running out of time to do so.
Nice, going to continue to use their body. They do have the not dead yet. They're actually going to use that pretty arrogantly and early. But you know what? They do have at least a way to survive for the next few seconds, and they will keep their rifle, and they'll keep even more. It's a 4-1 finally on the board is Ardrey Kell.
They get one on the board. Better late than never. And before your opponent was able to find their 6th on the board, which is, of course, that number I talk about oh so often. At a time like that, you know, you want to have 6 or more going into the second half to feel much more confident with your performance so far. But with only 4 standing, Ardrey Kell, they get the rifles, they get the momentum, they've got the ultimates. Let's see if they're going to be able to make any magic happen with them.
Some key information ultimates here for Providence. And otherwise, you have some great just lethality ultimates, especially because you have the overdrive and you've got a blade storm if you want to be able to rely on that. They don't have to into this round because they do have at least that previous round success. So have that buy, have some weapons. Gonna try and down check at least with that recon bolt. They do not know where Sirius is. He is chilling in a crouch right outside that box. They might be able to get one pick. They'll see this one from outside. Oh, and as they try to clear the other one, the neural theft will come through. They'll at least give them some information as they go down.
Hey, not a bad back and forth here. It feels like Ardrey Kell really starting to get warmed up right about now. Nobody checks the Dabby in the back line, though. Able to find a triple kill. The spike has fallen center sight. It's up to the Cypher to get in the back line. Misses the first shot, but finds the next. And in the 1v1, neural theft available. There's the dash in. There's the tick. H-Dog has no idea. He doesn't know.
Oh.
He doesn't know.
Shoot the gun. Okay, so what do you do in this one? You have a cyber cage, you got tripwire. You really can't activate too much from that. You just kill him. Oh, goodness. Clutching up.
That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't give away your location. He'll get anxious. He'll get nervous. He'll peek back out. And that's exactly what he did. Now they've cut the lead in half. 4-2 on the board. And Providence, a really strong start. Starting to falter here in the second half of the first half.
Right in the midst of it. So, 66% of our first quarter, if you're a football gamer. Ends up running the way of Providence, but Ardrey Kell, they've got a very good legacy program. Even when playing with a sub, they can be able to take control. Boost has actually been playing very, very controlled for the most part. They kind of send Boost to where they need them, either to be a distraction, have first contact, see if they can flex off of this. But they're playing patient. This has actually happened a lot now. Don't want to give away those first shots. Nye and H-Dog will be playing with each other, kind of using that tailwind early. I understand it when it comes to the duel, but it's now just kind of face checking each other from distance, but this has begun to travel to C again.
And I don't say this as it is Boost's fault, because I don't believe that it is, but it could just be the team really needing to adapt to playing with a new player, right? It's a very important thing, and their playstyle is going to be different, their performance is going to be different. Now, this round might be Boost's fault, as they dash straight into two tripwires and get taken down. Unfortunately, I can't save them from that, but regardless, I feel like maybe Ardrey Kell just needed a little bit of warm-up time to kind of show up and begin to show off. They've got the numbers now doubled in the favor against them, as it is Providence Gold, 5-2. They lose 2 rounds in a row. They said, yeah, that's enough of that.
It's not Boost's fault. Boost runs into 2 stuns.
The whole thing isn't Bruce's fault, but that specific instance, well, that one might be.
No, it's all good fun, gang. But Sirius was able to take out their counter spy. Ira will go down and becomes a 1v5. Remember how you said before, it's maybe getting some saves? I think this would be a nice strategic shit to save if they'd be able to do so. Take a fight from distance. That spike is way too far. I think they actually gave themselves up on the minimap. They're pretty much seen from every which angle they're gonna put 2 clown bursts. They're gonna go flying, but they're gonna go dying. A flawless here for the Panthers.
I'm gonna be so for real. No need to use any of that utility. You're in a 5v1. You aim for a head. If you do not click, you die, and that's fine. But you just wasted every ounce of util you had except for a blade storm, and I think that's because you didn't have it. It was an awkward moment. It was a tough scenario to be in, but it's those smaller calls like that that make or break a round. And we're down a rifle. We could have bonus, etc., etc. But the good news is Varkon's gonna blade storm now anyway, so it's a solid trade-off, I think.
I mean, they're gonna blade storm, but what is Nye doing? They have 2850 that no one bought for them. They're gonna activate off a ghost, so they're gonna play a bit of a buddy system for this. But they're also gonna bowling ball in, so you don't exactly need to be too measured. H-Dog ends up falling, so Boost will get that first kill. Silly Osaka, they will be revealed off the scan. They know they only have a little time to go.
No way.
One. The second one will go out. Outcast will get that trade onto Varkon. 3v3 very swiftly.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even think they were supposed to find that one. I think that was a great performance from that Omen up there. Gave themselves away, still found that elimination, almost 2 at a time like that. Now, Outcast has some good information here in the back corner, chooses to capitalize on it, takes Nye out of the equation, and it's up to Boost. Last player standing. If you are a sub and you want to try to prove something to the rest of the team, if you want to be on that starting roster, this is the time to do it. Takes down 1, 2 to go. The only mistake Providence can make here is peeking 1 at a time. They peek in tandem. And doesn't even matter. Sirius is going to be able to find it. 6th round on the board.
I was kind of hoping that Boost would actually pop the overdrive, because that is the nastiest that Neon will ever get. And in a 1v2, you basically become just a full lethal lightning storm, and no one's ever going to be able to take you down. Unfortunately for them, they ended up using their fast lane, and then they slid right into the HOV lane, and that's exactly where Sirius was waiting for them. So 6-2. They've at least made it to where no matter what, the worst would be 6-6. I feel like this team of Panthers is going to find their way through, but gotta judge on Boost. We're getting cheesy.
Listen, I'm not one to judge, but I am gonna judge. You know what I mean? And I think using that shotgun early on could be beneficial. Oh, well. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Yep. No, for sure.
Bit of a window peek. That's exactly how I feel with all the
got a window out the back of your skull now, yeah.
Third eye, different way to get a haircut.
For real. Let's see. Come on, let's see this. Oh no, doomed from the beginning.
Yep, stuck in the corner. Baby in a
stuck
corner.
In the corner. Here comes the shock dart. Here comes the rolling thunder. Okay, that is a choice to be made. And holy cow, they have made it. Everybody's still alive for the time being. The aftershot in the corner forces you out into main, right into the Hunter's Fury. Panda's Dabby, really a player that I recognize the gamer tag of as we approach this matchup, and now they're really starting to warm up and become that power player that I remember.
Varkon trying to just escape and want to be able to pop smoke and get the heck out of dodge. Naya's gonna go from the back line. Silly Osaka, they say silly Clove. Flawless again. I think this is the second flawless that we've had from this team. And unfortunately for them, you know what? I started losing count. After 2, I just start blacking out, you know?
Yeah, real.
Going together.
Been there.
Well, unfortunate. As they actually had some weird moments. You definitely had Boost that was all the way up into that cubby, and then they solo ulted them, which ended up hitting window, so it kind of separated everyone. Hunter's Fury. If there's anything to be said for what they got out of the Panthers, they used like 3 ultimates.
Yeah, yep. I had a very similar thought there, and just in terms of ultimate expenditure, it almost feels, I'm not going to call it hubris, but I'm going to call it just that confidence of like, we're going to win this round regardless. We found 2 or possibly 3 flawlesses thus far. We're feeling confident in our play through and through, but Providence Gold gonna try to find a little bit of 8th round victory here in the first half. If they can hit double digits in the first half, well, boy oh boy, could we really see a quick round here on Haven.
Yeah, 10-2. It's not unrecoverable. It depends if you're a professional or not. Some of these kids, they definitely want to be. So we'll see how they are able to hold their nerve. It's not a great round for them, but it doesn't matter when you're able to hit your shots. H-Dog seeing the old clip expended, and there's still a Bucky right here, so they go flying. They're able to find another one. Skeet shots don't exactly hit the same way that they do whenever you're out there trying to be able to hit some targets. Oh, Silly Osaka, there's a tripwire. They don't know where they've traded spaces. Put a spam through. It's all up to Nye. They're going to put out the paranoia. It's all nearsightedness, and they know where they are.
The back and forth scenario there is going to be a tough one to try and pop out of to find that victory. Nye, the last player left standing time and time again, not able to find that victory that they're consistently looking for. And you've got to tip your hat to him in the effort of trying to get these eliminations, but you've got to be a little bit quicker if you want to make that happen. Now sitting 2 and 10 on the board, not able to pick up that value, but Providence Gold just 2 rounds away from going 10 and 2 into the second half.
Let's see a stabilized moment here. H-Dog hasn't really had to be a linchpin, you know, up-crutching or otherwise. They've really just found contact when they needed to, and they've also used that tailwind to full effect to get visual knowledge and information. They won't find any first purchase, especially if they're fishing from this long A, because everyone is towards that C with even a garage lean of Nye. And it feels like Nye has been kind of on an island, a long-time survivor into late-term rounds. As they get that ult orb, I mean, you get to see at least that they pretty much know where they are, but they're also going to try and use that shock dart to clear some of this extra utility. They hate getting stunned here.
Yeah, and I feel like Echoed using these shock darts has been pretty generous, perhaps, is the word that I'll use in a scenario like this. Like, they really seem to bust them out super early. They want to try to use those as quickly as they can, and I think it makes a lot of sense to just get rid of this sector utility when it's so consistently in the same spot. A great off angle from Outcast is going to open the door for Providence to get back in, but unfortunately the firepower from Ardrey Kell is going to be a little bit stronger this time around. With an operator in hand, H-Dog has to not only show up, but show off, or they're not going to be able to find a victory here in this round.
Oh, that's such a tough position. You're in a 1v2, and they're right around the corner from you. As soon as they can
you don't know which corner.
Yeah, there's at least a couple. They're gonna put a cloud burst. They have to expect that they're over towards the garage. They're gonna trade out. That was very smart.
Nice.
H-Dog, a 1v1, but you just gotta at least pop it, force them to get the ult, the Hunter's Fury.
H-Dog doesn't have time.
This
No.
is nothing.
Yep.
He's gonna have to eat it.
Textbook play here. There's the first. He's gonna jump the second. The third's gonna delay the spike long enough. Flawless performance from Echoed here. Did exactly what they needed to do to find victory. H-Dog, yeah, not getting that. You overstayed your welcome by quite a bit. You bonus the rifle, you put the third on the board. Can we find a fourth going into the second half? Well, there's only one team that can answer that question for us. We'll find out in the next, I don't know, 90 seconds or so.
A little bit. 20 seconds from here. It could be about 10 seconds into the round. The fastest one I've ever seen lasted 5. So that, unfortunately, that was just my ranked lobby. You guys don't want to be there. We've got an overdrive that has been unused. Boost is actually leading the lobby even as the sub, finding some very effective ways to kill. They do have a 6-man in the way of this not dead yet. Want to see if that get popped up. You don't really have to rely on the Blade Storm defensively. They've got some great weapons. And obviously,
he goes for another
but they can't land it. Blade Storm does get popped. They want to shoot faster.
Whoa! The wall bang onto the Jet. 10 HP on the board. Op in hand. Blade Storm popped. Oh, wow. We got a busy center field here. Everybody going to be on the outputs. Both players. This is going to sound insulting, but I swear it's not supposed to be.
Drone battle.
Drone battle. Wait, hold on. Drone rivalries. Pause. Everybody pause. Okay. Wow. Oh, for the back line. We paused just in time for Sillier to possibly ace. No, H-Dog able to find one of their own serious into another, and that, we'll call that the third flawless, and I'm confident that that is at least the third we've seen. The fourth is perhaps mythos on my own mind, but I was making a point there, fully forget what it is. Never mind.
As soon as I said drum battles, it was over.
You lost me.
I want those drones to be able to really fight. Look, you should be able to have 2 options. One, you could tag someone with the dart to be able to find out where they are, so they have to pull up the pin. 2, you fire it into the other drone, you take it out. I think that should be real. Make it happen, Riot. Come
Put little knives on the front.
Yeah. Oh my God. You run into each other.
Put little knives on the front. Come on, give us a show. Come on.
It's just a fork.
9. That would be fun. 9-3 on the board now. Let's look and see if we're gonna get some more aggressive success from our friends at Ardrey Kell on the attacking side. Excuse me, on the defending side. Already early shots though. Good purchase.
Early damage. You will have the recon dart. H-Dog just waiting for the go-ahead. They do have their tailwind up, and they've got 1 cloud burst to be able to work with. But it's also a lot of the garage play here. You have so many that are leaked up into that C-long position. But Sillier Osaka, they've really found massive value for so many of these rounds.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it has been pretty consistent value through and through, but it's going to be Boost. The first one to go down. A bullet to the brain from Outcast there, just wide of garage. 5-4 on the board. And you've got to respect the patience that Providence is bringing to the table here. Just calm, cool, and collected on every approach, except for when they walk backwards into the garage door. But other than that, really good so far.
Yeah, Providence, I think that they're obviously in a great spot. You're going to be seeing the jump peaks. Oh my goodness. Outcast, they will outlast Varcon. Everyone has freed up A. That has been the call. Silio Osaka will get some extra information that they are heading back to the defender side spawn, and they should be able to funnel this. It may come down to that pincer movement because you do have a flank moving through B. Might be able to get it with the timing, but they're losing ground very quickly.
Interesting use of the recon bolt here.
Oh.
Standing on either side. These teams definitely worried, but a flawless to start the second half is not the showing you want to see from the side of Ardrey. Kell. Providence strong start when they won the first pistol, they won the second round. That'll put them within 2 of winning this game.
They just knew. The good flashpoint. If you have that as a breach, you better be using everything in your kit. It is made for spam. Just get in there and just hit the walls with it. That's exactly what you should do. So with that 6th Sense online, they do get to double digits. Silio Osaka alongside Sirius, both those players from the defensive standpoint were so strong, and with Outcast, I feel like they've been just moving this lobby. H-Dog has been there as like a, just kind of, all right, you're the duelist, sure, but we've got this. You can get the kills if we need you.
The drone gets no intel, but you can just feel it in your bones that this A site is populated. And that it is. H-Dog right into a tripwire. Can't find where it's at. Gets stunned. Gets a bullet to the brain. Sirius onto the trade there. 4v4. Approaching the A-side. Spike has fallen, but Sirius is going to make sure that a couple of opponents have fallen as well. Bullet after bullet here. They have the weapons advantage. They've given themselves numbers advantage. And they're going to be able to clean this up. Not quite a flawless, but almost a guaranteed round win here for Providence once again.
Yeah, boost all alone. A Neon with just the Sheriff. I say just. That has worked on several different levels. They don't have anything to really upgrade to, but when it's full auto... Man, I swore I just got like the most explosive sound cue in my ear. That was
no full auto in buildings.
That was was that a TikTok sound? My gosh. Either way, 11-3.
11-3 on the board, and it's going to be that 10-4 that is going to be the goal here for Ardrey. Kell. They want to say, all good, buddy, let's find a victory, but unfortunately, Providence only 2 rounds away. At this rate, we would need to see Ardrey Kell win 9 rounds in a row before Providence won 2. That is a big, big ask.
It is a huge ask, and usually why I don't become a believer for these until I see at least 6, so that you can see some of that momentum. So, really, a very measured attack. You see Boost at least get first contact, and they will take off the vest of the old Russian, so they will relax for all of a moment. They go back to garage, and they can't get that sightline just to the forehead before they are dropping down as well.
It's serious with this Guardian. I mean, just lethal so far. A very impressive performance. Able to find, I think, 5 eliminations in the past 2 rounds with it. So I'm excited to see a couple more likely before this game comes to an end. One Cypher has been dismissed by another. Sirius again takes down Echoed from a distance. Oh, knife out, Nye down. Sewers bloodied now 5-1. Varcon, final standing player. 10 HP with a 25 regenerative shield. I mean, what can you do here, man? Not much. Yeah. Another flawless. Beautiful.
You would think that I believe that we have a fistful of flawlesses.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I think Fistful of Flawless, by the way, is like my new heavy metal band name.
It's a good one. I'm a fan.
But can they be able to pull off the hero moment? It's feeling very against them. This squad right now that they knew in particular that they were going to be in a position of a disadvantage. Boost did come to play even as the sub. Everyone just feels like they've kind of slid the other way. But skidding into position has been the Panthers' Providence goal. They want to be able to finish this one off, and with the weaker buy, they should be able to take out the Knights. Let's see how this round goes.
Knights may be dismissed from the Mortal Coil. There is Sirius again with that Guardian. Spy versus Spy takes down that Cypher early. 5v4, 12-3. Player advantage, weapon advantage, round advantage, and I believe a possible game win. Boost finds one, but it's just a consolation prize. At a time like this, the powers that be have decided one team shall find a victory, and it will be our friends. Providence Gold, 13-3 on Haven, putting their season 4.
Congratulations goes over to the Panthers out of Providence as they continue to maintain a flawless run through the regular season. The top 4 right there really proving their worth. Serious, their defense, 391 ACS.
Yep.
I think that kind of speaks for itself, the level of efficiency they definitely had when they started things off, and then when it came to the attack, they were just aiming to finish business. 23, 4, and 6, and the rest of his team right behind them. This entire squad out of the Panthers was looking just premium. Opposite of that, Ardrey, Kell, still some work to be done. And you know what? When you bring in the sub and they do at least perform to the top of the stack, that's good signs for, you know, something to build upon.
I mean, not only did they find almost double-digit eliminations, but in a scenario where the team got beat pretty handedly, I think 13-3 on the board, able to find 9 elims is a pretty decent showing on the 16 deaths. That's a little bit of maybe something that we need to work on, but the point stands that Boost came out, they showed their value, and they were able to find some pretty decent success here in our Valorant matchup, which, believe it or not, even starting about 10 minutes late, we're already done before 6, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Puts us just about right back on schedule. We're going to go ahead and throw it to a break here. Use this time, get a snack. Oh, no, am I wrong?
Well, we got a giveaway. We got to do a giveaway.
Oh, we have a giveaway! Yeah. I forgot! Oh,
yeah,
thank goodness for you, Hell Monkey Man. Thank goodness for you.
It's okay. Oh, all right. So, hope you guys are excited. Giveaway number 2, right on the way, and it's Lion. Congratulations, or Leon? Is it just Lion?
I think it's Lion with 2 O's. I also had that same thought. Lion.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Beautiful.
congratulations, Lion.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And the good news is you can use this break to celebrate that. So now we're going to go to break.
Yes.
You can get a snack. You can get some water. You can, I don't know, take your dog for a walk. But you have to come back for Brawlhalla in like a couple of minutes. But before that, even drone rivalry. So a whole lot of fun stuff to happen here still on the VESL Thursday Night Lights. We'll see you right back here with it in just a couple of minutes.
Ever wondered why Doctor Strange's portals caused FPS drops in Marvel Rivals? Well, it really is a feat of modern computer engineering since you're simulating 2 worlds coming together. Since it's so complicated, when Marvel Rivals first came out, a lot of users had issues trying to load Strange's portals. But what exactly caused this? First, we got to talk about how the portals actually work. One of the first and most famous examples of wormhole portals in games is, of course, Valve's portal. The portals here stick to the wall and spawn a camera at the portal's location to show the portal's POV, and then they also adjust their angle to match the player's angle. In order to fix the weird perspective, you've got to pull the camera back away from the portal and also zoom in to fix the FOV and also match the player's view distance. Now it looks good, but does it portal good? No. When objects start to clip into the portal, they're then teleported to the other portal, which makes them look flat. So just create 2 instances of that object, both existing at each portal, and now it both looks and acts real. But what doesn't act real is Marvel Rivals portals. 17 years later, and Marvel Rivals portals has less tech than Portal. Strange's portals don't spawn a second character, so you can't exist at both locations at the same time. It's less complicated, but still drops your frame rate. Why? It's all because of those silly little cameras spawned at each portal. Your GPU instantly starts rendering 3 times the amount of pixels, which acts as if you just plugged in 2 extra monitors into your computer and started playing 2 more games. That's a great way to fry your computer.
Let's see who can guess their Marvel character first. Is my character female?
No. Do they have the body shape of a human?
Yes. Is my character a god?
No. Does my character a duelist?
They are a duelist. Are they an alien?
No. Does my character have like superpowers?
Yes. Is my character ranged?
Yeah. Let's flip it, guys. Is my character melee?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking Wolverine. Oh.
Is he a duelist?
No. We got Magic, Spider-Man, Wolf. Hopefully I'm not missing any melees though. Is my character a female?
Are they a Vanguard?
Yeah. Is their main color yellow?
Yes.
Oh.
I gotta go with my gut. Is it Doctor Strange?
No.
Really?
Is my character Wolf?
No, it's Wolverine. No, I'm just kidding. It is Wolverine. I gotta get my redemption. Is it Magneto?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna guess the Marvel Rivals character. Can you? Are they a tank?
Are they a strategist?
Are they arranged?
Do they use animals?
Are they a mid-range DPS?
Are they a male?
Yeah. Are they hit scan?
Were they in Phase 1 movies?
Is it Buffy?
It was in first one.
Yeah.
Is it Moon Knight?
Is it Namor?
Is it Punisher?
Do they have any CC?
Are they really intelligent?
Iron Man.
Hawkeye. All right, yeah, I got it, this one. My final guess.
Go ahead, bro, you got it. You got
Is
it.
I'm gonna be embarrassed if it's not. Is it Spider-Man? What?
Star-Lord?
Oh.
Josh is flying blind. Can I get him to land on the blue circle? Let's find out. Taking off, and you're good. 10, 20, 30. Stop, like drop it like half height. Going down, all right, you're good. Go forward a little bit and left a little bit. And bring it back just a hair. Keep going back, just keep going back and then drop it halfway. You don't know what halfway is, just drop it a little bit. One more forward, flick it back twice, and drop it. I can't tell. Close enough!
Which one of us knows more about Valorant?
How many seconds does pre-round last?
Pre-round as in like just regular or like the pistol round? 45, 40. No,
I think pistol round's 40, and I think regular round's 30.
40 seconds. How long does jet smoke last?
4 seconds.
4.5.
4.5 seconds.
Come on now, yeah, I got that 0.5 in.
Where's Astra from?
Oh God. Can you do the how she talks? No.
I don't remember any of those lines right now.
Oh, we both agree for a hint?
Yeah.
Can we get a hint? Great, so we guess I'll say Egypt.
That's definitely not right.
Oh shoot, I was gonna
What
say
letter does it start with?
G?
Ghana?
Ghana.
Cancel the Astra one. We both didn't know. Make sure to subscribe.
Who leads Valorant?
Brim is one.
Brimstone, Jet, and Sage.
I want to say Brimstone, Sage, Phoenix.
Brimstone, Viper, and Sage.
Viper is
I
fine.
thought she was like a villain.
What profession did Jet do before joining Valorant?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
I don't, why am I thinking like a barber or something?
She was a track star.
A chef?
Chef.
Yeah.
She was a chef.
Yeah.
Who can guess their Marvel rival character first?
Is my character a support?
Yes. Is my character male?
No. Ooh, why am I thinking like Invisible Woman? Is my character have one of them broken defensive ults?
A health regen type ultimate?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that was good. I think I'm cooked.
Is my character ranged?
Yeah. Are they blonde?
Is my character a strategist?
No. Is my character Invis?
Psylocke.
No. Oh, then
Double your win rate in Valorant using this one stim trick. Yeah, don't be like that guy. When you peek an angle, your movement input is sent to the server, which takes time to get there. This is how peeker's advantage works. Let's say you're peeking an angle and your opponent here is holding it like their DoorDasher just arrived. Once your movement is sent to the server, it then has to be sent to your opponent's client, which takes even more time. Meaning you experience your own movement instantly while Mr. AFK over here has to wait on the information from the server. This means that you get to see them before they get to see you. The amount of time your advantage lasts is equal to half of your ping plus half of your opponent's ping, since ping measures a round trip from client to server. So here you get to see Mr. No Time to Cook 48 milliseconds early. Your reaction time is only about 200 milliseconds, so this is a fantastic advantage to have in your back. So how do you use it? When you know somebody is likely around the corner, go ahead and prep your brain and then move into the angle with speed. If you move slowly, they're gonna see your shoulder way before your head, nullifying the advantage. And if you know somebody is gonna peek you, just counter peek them instead and cancel out the effect. Which is how you...
He's going to be blind ranking 6 Marvel Rivals characters. First one, Thor.
He's okay. He's okay. He's good. He's really good with Storm. So I'll put him C. Okay, yeah, Venom's better.
Our next one, Iron Man.
He's like really good with Hulk team up. But if you don't have Hulk team up, he's really bad. I'm gonna rank him alone. I think he's like D tier. I don't like playing him. Storm's better, but.
Speaking of Hulk.
All right. Really good team up. Hulk Strange is like so good. I think A. I'm gonna save my S. I think I have some really good.
Our next character, Storm.
All right, that's like insane. She just farms ult so fast. I have to put her S. She's like banned in all my games. Everyone wants to ban her. She's so good. She farms ult so fast. She's so good.
Another interesting character next, we got Strange.
You're giving me so much gas. I would put him A and Hulk B. The Strange is so good. He's amazing. He had good shield, good team up, good damage, everything. Everything's good.
Final character, we got Luna Snow.
Right. Rose gave me like all the S tier characters. What is this? I guess I have to put her E. She's like, dude, she's S tier, but like, it is what it is, man.
Okay.
It is what it is.
If you were to re-rank these.
Absolute cinema, that's it.
I mean, it's a respectable tier list, but put in the comments what you think about that.
Who can guess their Marvel character first? Is it a woman?
No. Is my character a tank?
No. Is your character a tank?
No. Is my character a support?
Yeah. Is my character a DPS?
Yes. Is my character a human?
Not human. Is my character human?
Yes. Is my character an animal?
No. Is my character an animal?
No. Is my character Mantis?
Nope. Is my character moon related?
No. Is my character Loki?
No. Does my character have armor?
No, I don't think so. Okay, is my character Adam Warlock?
Yes. Is my character Namor?
No.
Fantastic, ain't it?
All right.
We're gonna guess the Marvel Rivals character. Can you? Is it a support?
Do they use animals in their kit?
Do they have any stars?
Can they traverse on the walls?
Is it Spider-Man?
Are they a melee character?
Penny.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I give up.
I give
up. I give up.
I guess Penny's also not a melee character.
Is it Iron Fist?
I'm gonna have this Apex player rank 5 blind characters. Mirage.
Mirage 5, because it's no skill.
Okay.
You run up to someone and just Mirage ult, and there's just a bunch of Mirages everywhere.
Okay.
No skill.
Anger some Mirage players out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
very personal.
Watson.
I'll put Watson at 3. She's not very fun, but she's definitely crucial in close range building situations.
Revenant.
Ooh. I will put Revenant at number 1 with his rework.
Pathfinder.
This will probably upset some people, but I'm putting Path at 4.
At 4.
Pathfinder mains are cringe, man.
Interesting.
They're cringe. They just grapple away, and I don't like it.
If you're a Pathfinder main, you should get in the comments.
Definitely.
And also subscribe. And then finally, we're gonna do Bangalore.
Bangalore. You know what? I think 2 is actually a good spot for Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Pretty solid all-around character.
Does your character have a light hair color?
I don't.
I would consider that as a no. Okay.
Is your character a Valorant agent?
No. I'm not cooking anything right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say use an element.
No, don't use an element. Does your character have a non-traditional hair color?
No. Is your character female?
Yes.
Okay. I think I might know.
Does your character have any blue in the picture?
Yes.
Is it?
Is your character Fade?
No.
I thought I was him. I am not him.
Is your character a male?
No. Raise.
No.
Okay, I might cry.
All right. Does your character look like they probably sitting in school reading books?
I don't think so.
They don't look studious?
They don't look studious. Is your character old?
No. Is that Anna?
No. I think you might be cooked. I think you might be a little cooked. Daisy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the one I was gonna put down to.
Wait, so is your character Zero Suit Sim?
Yep. Wait, did we tie again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just picked an Overwatch character, and you have 5 guesses to figure out who it is.
Oh,
Rolls first. Is it DPS?
It is not.
Is it a support?
It is a support.
Okay. Support. Is it a female?
It is not a female.
Not a female. That's
only
3
2 questions.
Okay, Lucio, Baptiste, Zenyatta.
2 questions.
Do they have some kind of movement ability?
They do not.
So Zenyatta is my only person that I'm thinking right now. Is it Zenyatta?
It is Zenyatta.
2 of us know, 1 of us doesn't. We have to find the imposter.
Hair.
That is a really good general statement. First of all, I think it's him, but I'm gonna say animal.
It's an evil hairy animal.
You said something very specific. You said hair, super general, like basically every character has hair. Bro is on the spot. I know that he knows who it is.
Gun.
He ain't got no gun, chief. Unless he's concealed character. Color. I don't know why he's struggling so much. He
I'm
obviously
just struggling.
knows who the character is.
Spike.
Yo.
Male.
Big.
Shell.
It has to be that guy.
I am the imposter, but is it Bowser?
It is Bowser.
It is
yeah.
Bowser.
He's gonna blind rank 6 Marvel Rivals characters. For number 1, we have Moon Knight.
Oh, okay. I don't play Moon Knight, but this ultimate, you get it in like 5 seconds. I'm just gonna go B. It's not. Okay.
I would say that's probably a good ranking for him, especially those onks. They wipe the floor. Next, we have Penny Parker.
I don't like Penny. I think she's kind of eh. I mean, like dives.
That's crazy.
Like Groot, just play Groot. I'm not gonna put last. I feel like this is gonna be a really bad one, but it's down there.
Next we have Psylocke.
Oh, I'm really torn between, is it above Moon Knight or below Moon Knight? And I think I'm gonna have to go above.
Okay,
Yeah.
might be controversial.
I don't know.
I've seen Psylocke wipe some teams, but I've also seen Moon Knight demolish the backline with his onks.
Yeah, I definitely do think Psylocke has like cool abilities. So Moon Knight, you know, you just do a little bit.
Next, we have Mantis.
To be honest, I don't really know too much about Mantis. Okay, I'm gonna put C, green for green. It's not the worst. Mantis is pretty good as a healer. I'll take a Mantis.
For our 5th character, we have Squirrel Girl.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, well, I mean, you got Moon Knight and Psylocke up here, so it's just like definitely prefer those two, and I only have S. So.
All right, so that means automatically in S tier,
who do we have?
You're putting Star-Lord.
Okay, honest.
Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to VESL Thursday Night Lights. I'm still Septilence, joined by Hail Monkey Man. We're going to be jumping into drone rivalries in just a couple of minutes here. We're super excited to see how these teams progress for their seeding in states, which, of course, they already qualified for.
But also, let's head it up into some circuits madness as we get this one going as well. Everyone that's been able to go into the weekly circuit will be able to give you some results from those as well. And it's been some just great competition that we've seen over the course of this. STEM coming through, some drones coming up. I feel like going into states, someone's got to arrive on the back of a drone. Is that too dangerous? Is that too much?
I don't know if there's a drone big enough, is my
there?
fear. That would require, that's like picking a dog up with the helium balloons, right? Like, it just requires way more than you think. Like, it's the number's way higher than you might expect. We'd need a lot of drones, I fear.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe not that then. So as we go into this as well, we'll keep you abreast of even more giveaways that'll be forthcoming. I believe our 3rd one is actually going to be right around the corner, so don't go too far. But we are, in fact, going into our next drones. So drone rivalries. You've seen all the different ways that these guys have played this, but this one is, again, from the comfort of their own home, and of course is different ways that they've been able to program this. It's kind of point and click, go into a location, finding just kind of target acquisition where you want to go, especially when they kind of set it up into a program of the grid for this battleship style. But this has actually been so cool because they have really been pushing for how this is effective and pragmatic in a professional way and the different applications that it can be. So we're going to see our first matchup between Philip O'Berry and Esports Legends, and they actually land on spot number 1. They're going straight for their opponent, but Esports Legends will whiff on their first.
Oh, a bit of a whiff. It's going to be an unfortunate scenario, but we see Philip O'Berry not super strong on secondary matchup either, I believe. So there's the logo from Esports Legends. Big deal, big news. These players coming through, I mean, being able to code this is super important as it does teach them a lot of industry-relevant skills that professionals are using every day in these drone-oriented fields of work as well. So we've found a way to turn it into a game and help them learn. It's also really helping them learn a lot of real-life skills that are going to benefit them in the future.
Ooh, that's another big pickup as well by Esports Legends. But yes, you can be able to use this for both military, agriculture. So you can also be able to use it for delivery. You're thinking like Amazon, what kind of things that you have to be able to get GPS location acquisition. So that's huge. We're also tied 2 apiece. If they can get this final one, might be able to take this lead. Philip O'Berry will grab 3. Remember, you had 5 tries. I think that this one goes the way of the Cardinals. So congratulations. And we're going to be going to our next matchup almost immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately. These players at the ready, they programmed, I almost said scheduled. No, they programmed these ages ago. And Cedar Ridge High coming out large and in charge, but unfortunately going to be falling just a wee bit short on that first